When people think of food allergies or intolerances, they often think of gluten or maybe dairy. But what if the true culprit behind your eczema or your bloating or your chronic diarrhea is something far more overlooked? Beans or legumes? Hi, I'm Dr. Wangan, the founder and medical director of the IBS Treatment Center. As a doctor who specializes in uncovering the root causes of chronic health issues, I've seen bean and legume intolerance far more often than you might expect. In fact, I've diagnosed it in many patients who had already been to multiple doctors only to be told that everything looked normal. Yet when we removed beans from their diet, their symptoms dramatically improved, sometimes within just days. Now, why do doctors miss bean and legume intolerances? And one of the biggest reasons for this is an issue that flies under the radar, and it's that standard allergy testing doesn't catch it. So standard allergy testing is skin prick testing and IgE blood antibody panels, and those are designed to detect food allergies, but only the kind that trigger instantaneous reactions such as swelling, hives, or anaphylaxis. Now, this can happen with a bean allergy. That could be a reaction to a bean allergy, but most people dealing with a bean or legume sensitivity experience other types of chronic symptoms, and these don't register on those typical kinds of tests. And so what's more, even when soy is ruled out, other members of the legume family, like black beans or lentils or chickpeas or peas or peanuts, and even acacia, which is a fairly common fiber supplement, those are rarely considered. So, yet these can be the hidden cause of ongoing issues with things like eczema or chronic diarrhea or bloating or gas or fatigue or brain fog or abdominal pain or skin rashes or itching and all kinds of other things that are inflammatory responses to a food. It's not just soy, and the whole legume family can be a problem. Or it could be part of the legume family, a different part than maybe you normally would think about. So most people are aware that soy and peanuts too, by the way, remember, are legumes. But few people realize that this family includes a long list of other foods, like black beans and kidney beans and navy beans and lentils and chickpeas, which by the way are garbanzo beans, and mung beans and split peas and green beans, and even acacia, which I mentioned, right, is found in a lot of natural fiber supplements and gut health products. And these foods all contain complex proteins and fermentable fibers that can trigger immune responses or digestive distress, especially in sensitive individuals, sensitive people, right, who are reactive to it. So for those with underlying gut issues or immune reactions, legumes can become a chronic source of inflammation. All right, so let me tell you about a real patient that I've had with this. So over the years, I've worked with many patients who suffer from all kinds of unexplained digestive issues and skin flare-ups and fatigue. And one of the most memorable cases relevant to what we're talking about today was a man who was in his 40s, and he had suffered from eczema and IBS-like symptoms for over a decade, for a long time. And he had tried eliminating things like gluten and dairy and sugar, and none of that helped. And in fact, this gentleman was vegan and had been vegan for a long, long time. And of course, he thought that was going to be super healthy for him. Now, through a careful investigation, right, we discovered that legumes were his main trigger. And so within a week of removing beans and legumes from his diet, his skin was already a lot less itchy and his digestion was improving dramatically. And then within a month, he was starting to feel like literally an entirely new person and looking like it too. I mean, I could see it. So this is not just a one-off case, right? I've seen this pattern over and over in a number of people, and removing legumes in the right people has led to rapid improvement in people who've been struggling for years and not getting answers. So what can you do if you suspect a legume intolerance, and if you've been told maybe that your symptoms are just normal or that your labs look fine? Yeah, has that happened to you? Know this, you are not the only person like this. I mean, almost everybody we see at the IBS Treatment Center is like that, or has been through all kinds of things, been told, hey, there's nothing wrong. So you're not imagining things, though. There's obviously something wrong. And a bean or legume intolerance may be under-recognized, but it's a real possible issue. And if you've already tried eliminating a lot of the usual suspects, the things that people talk a lot about, like gluten or dairy or maybe sugar or whatever else the common things are right now, right? FODMAPs, all these things that are being talked about, consider this option, right? Try a 2 to 3 week elimination of all beans, of all legumes. And this includes soy, right? It includes peanuts, peas, lentils, beans of all kinds. And remember that things like hummus, for example, that's garbanzo bean. Don't forget this stuff. Things like soy sauce, that's soybean, right? It's in the soy. Black bean sauce, which is found in a lot of Asian food. So there's a lot of interesting places where you might think, I don't eat beans, or I'm not into that. But be careful, look at everything that you eat. And then again, don't forget about acacia, because I hear a lot about acacia oftentimes in the IBS world. And this is a fiber, it's a natural fiber from a plant that is in the legume family. And so this can be hidden in healthy types of gut products and other types of healthy things, right? And it could sabotage your progress, your ability to figure this out. So be careful about that one. Also, track your symptoms really carefully. If you notice an improvement, reintroduce one type of legume at a time and try to identify your personal triggers, because you could react to all legumes, or you might only react to a small group of them, or even to just one of them. Any of that's possible. And of course, another option, work with us at the IBS Treatment Center, and we'll help you figure out if you have a legume intolerance. And if you don't, we'll help you figure out whatever else it is that's really going on that's at the root cause of your symptoms, because that's what we do, that's our focus, so that you can get your health back and your life back. And from my clinical experience, identifying and eliminating these kinds of hidden food triggers can be completely life-changing. I mean, I see this over and over on a daily basis. And the key is knowing where to look and be willing to really think outside the box, especially with things like this. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more unique insight into your health. And remember to take good care of your body. It's the only place that you have to live. Thank you for watching. We create informative videos like this weekly. So if you enjoyed it, please help our channel by sharing a screenshot or the link to the video on Facebook or Instagram or your favorite social media. And be sure to tag me wherever you post and let me know what you liked about the video and what topics you'd like me to discuss in the future. If you visit our website at ibstreatmentcenter.com, we're currently offering a free ebook on how to beat IBS, so be sure to check that out. It's time to take control of your digestive problems and get your life back. I'd also appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel here, like this video, and leave a comment or question below. I'll do my best to read and respond to all of them. Thank you, and until next time.